Hi, this is Sarah with Build Across, and this is such a fun shape to paint. It's our crawfish pot. It's a pot that's got the crawfish in it, and the corn, and the lemon, lime, potato, onion, and then it has written on the top, on the front of the pot, Laissez le bon temps rouler, which is let the good times roll. And if you're familiar or from Louisiana, you know that's a standard saying for Mardi Gras and crawfish and all that good stuff. So I painted this pot with, it looks like some hurricane gray and probably some driftwood. I like to mix it up. Get your paint really wet. If it's thickened up, you can smooth it out with some water. Mix it up good and just blend it. Because a pot doesn't have to be a solid color. And I think that I even included a photo at the beginning of a pot that we did with silver too. That's the Diamond Mousse from Dixie Belle, and it's fun to paint with too. So you could do silver, you could do gray, you could do a white pot if you want to be bougie. You can see that I just painted got this base coat on first, and then I'm probably going to come back with some white and blend it into it while it's still wet. So I'll go ahead and tell you, when I'm blending something like this pot that's cylinder or round, what you want to do is have darker on the outside edges and lighter in towards the middle, and that's going to give the illusion that it is rounded, and the lighter part is what is closer to you. Anything that you are painting to look two or three dimensional, I guess, you have to create that illusion by doing your outside edges or your deepest points darker, because that gives the illusion that it is rounded, because it goes from dark to light to dark, and that gives it that smooth round look. So also, I like to tell everybody to be mindful of their brush strokes in the beginning when you're putting your base coat down. You can do your strokes however you want to, but when you're doing a final coat, be mindful of your brush strokes. I always say brush strokes matter, because you want to go in that direction that the pot is. You don't want to go diagonals and sides and everywhere all around. You want to go in a smooth round stroke all the way across it from edge to edge, and that's going to also cause your eyes to read it as a three-dimensional pot. So it looks like I moved on to the corn. I think that I gave a base coat here with the Colonel mustard, which is like a darker mustard, and I went ahead and coated the whole piece of corn with that. And then what I'm going to do is come back with daisy or white. You could use any lighter color, yellow, and paint the inside little kernels with the lighter color. And that, again, your kernels are sticking out further than the actual base of the corn and the lines underneath. So that's going to, again, give it the illusion that they're closer to you than the lines, which in all reality, if you're looking at an ear of corn, what's in between the kernels is further away from you. So get into all your little spots here, and then use your lighter color. Use your lighter color to paint the kernels. Okay, so once you've got your corn painted, I'm going to come in with my lighter color here and do the whole lemon. I'm using daisy, and now I'm coming back with Colonel mustard to do the rind part of the lemon. Don't worry about your colors blending together. It just adds to it if they see the blend in there. I'm going to do this lemon down here at the bottom. You could do it as a lime too. I didn't even think about that, but you could paint this as a lime and not a lemon if you wanted to. Doing it Colonel mustard and daisy again, just kind of blending the colors together. Now I'm going to do this onion. I used some Lucky Lavender mixed in with my yellow to give it a fun little onion type color. Just a little blend. So once I've painted the other potato and the green on the top of the onion, we're going to come in with some honky tonk red and paint our lobster slash crawfish up here. I'm just giving him a good coat. There are some spots there that are beyond his claws and his head, so I think I'm going to go in and paint those black just to give it a shadow for the background. You can see where I'm wiping that out a little bit. So after all of that has dried, and you can use a dryer on that part, I'm going to come in with a Sharpie oil paint marker. This is the medium tip, I believe, and I'm just going to lightly go around some of my lines. Don't worry about trying to get your marker inside of the grooves. Just go along the outside edge of them to the top or the bottom of them. This will create a cleaner line, and nobody's going to see all of that etching in there once you paint it. Only if they get up, super close and inspect it, which they won't be. They'll be seeing it from a distance on your door. So give everything a nice thin little paint line. You can also do this with some black paint if you want to use a paintbrush and do this. I prefer a marker. It just is easier to control. But he's super cute with the outlines. It really just makes him pop. I like to use a thicker marker on the outside edges just to give it a bolder edge. Just running it around. And then lastly, I'm going to come in and paint the words. Don't be stressed out about keeping your paint within the lines. Like I said, people aren't going to see the etching from a distance. They're just going to see the painting that you did. So it's going to look great even if you get outside of the lines on those. They're just there as a guide to help you put the words in the right place, because it's going to be centered and proportional. And happy painting. Laissez le bon temps. Roulez.